Welcome to Low Key PD. In this video, we're going to explore most of the other features in the Google Docs view menu. In a previous video, we looked at the different modes for viewing. In this video, we're going to look at print layout, ruler, equation bar, section breaks, and full screen. So, print layout, if we want to see the print layout, basically what that is it's very similar to print preview. What it does is it allows you to see the document in edit mode, similar to how it would look if you had printed it. If there's page numbers, headers, footers, that kinds of thing, they will display. If you want to get really precise with where items show up, you can use show ruler, and you'll notice now that there is a ruler at the top of my screen, and what that allows me to do is things like this. So this picture of the race car, let's say I wanted that to be exactly 4 inches wide. All right, so if I select the picture, notice I have 4 inches up here on my ruler. I'm just going to grab this corner right here and shrink it until it's pretty much at 4 inches. All right, that resizes it. If I use one of the corners of the image, it will resize it and maintain the proper scaling. If I grab one of those points on the top or bottom or side, it will keep the height or the width the same, and if you're adjusting the width, it will change the width only, and it will have a tendency to distort the images and the aspect ratios there. So that would be something you might consider using the ruler for. I'm going to skip show outline. I'm going to make a separate video on that because there's some important features for that menu option that I think need to be covered in a little bit more detail. If you find yourself needing to make some math notation, you can show the equation toolbar. Google Docs does have a native equation editor for some basic mathematics. If you want to insert an equation, you can use a variety of Greek symbols. There is some math notation in there. Some of it is a little bit more advanced. Different types of relational symbols, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, that kind of thing. Some other operations, fractions, roots, exponents, that kind of thing. And some arrow type of notation for something that is implied by, implies, if and only if, that kind of thing. So there are some equation options that you have for Google Docs if you need to insert some math or some science notation, and it happens to be in there. It's not very robust, though. If you have a need for much more notation input, there's probably extensions that you can get that may allow you to do that better. So keep that in mind. Or I can show section breaks if my document has different sections. This one doesn't, so we're not going to see much here. And then if you need to, you can view a document in full screen. Pay attention when you do this, though. When you go to full screen, you will have the warning at the top, controls hidden, press escape to show controls. Basically, this just means move out of full screen, because if you don't do that and you don't pay attention, now it's in full screen and it's like, oh no, how do I get my controls and my menus back? Well, you have to hit escape and then they will reappear. And that is a majority of the features in the view menu options. Like I said, I will have a different video for show outline posted on YouTube as well that will go into a bit more detail.